Goodness. You guys act like I won the final or something.
I mean,
no.
I mean, Cordell, talk about it. Not only did you get the gold medal, 12.99. I mean, what is the feeling coming off the track and getting that gold?
I think that it just gave me the feeling of relief, and I'm thankful for the time that I took off, because I don't think if I didn't take that time off to find myself that I'd be able to step out. I don't even know how many people were out there, but I don't think I'd have been able to step out in front of all of them and under all those lights in a final with the 9 best athletes in the world. I don't think I would have been able to handle it if I didn't take that break. So it was a lot of relief and just thankfulness to cross that line first.
Why was the break so important? What do you think?
I'm a firm believer that mental health is a big part of track and field. You can be as talented as you want to be, but if you are mentally fragile, you will not make it anywhere. Therefore, to find myself, find happiness, find peace, and then be able to come out here and be the athlete that I'm showing the world. All those that were behind me have seen this athlete before, but I never was able to hold the weight of, in a sense, an entire country behind me today.
How much time did you take off?
3.5 years.
How close were you to not going back at all and this night would never happen?
I was very close to never coming back, I'll be honest. If it wasn't for the roommate that I had at the University of Kansas while I was there, if he didn't call me, my coach is over there, if he didn't call him and tell him, I will come to your school, but at the same time, I'm not coming unless you give Cordell Tinch a scholarship. If it wasn't for that moment, you guys would have no clue who I am. No, he is. I don't even know where he is at this point in time. He's probably celebrating for me right now.
Sha'Carri's stage has been good for you.
Hold on.
Talk a little
bit about your mother. I know that she isn't here today, but she's very important for you.
Absolutely. She's probably the biggest rock that I have. All my bad days, her phone gets blown up. My great days, her phone gets blown up. Just any day, her phone gets blown up. So to be able to have somebody that supports you more than you could ever believe, and have it as somebody who, in a sense, you believe they're supposed to, but I believe she goes above and beyond for me. So to be able to do this and win this medal, not only for me, but for her, my sisters, my father, it is fantastic.
So 1287 in Cachao, PB, and now a gold medal at the World Championships, again sub-13. Far East Asia is good for you.
Absolutely. I mean, to run fast early in the season, I've told I don't know who I told, but I told a lot of people as they questioned about that. That 12.8 would have meant absolutely nothing if I didn't finish the race today. If I didn't win this race, running 12.8 means nothing. You ran 12.8 and took 5th. No, I'm a competitor. If I run 12.8, that was the message of I believe I'm the best in the world, and it continued to show throughout the year.
When you watch sport, what were you hoping to accomplish?
I was really just hoping to get my school paid for. And 6 months after I came back, I was getting my life paid for.
Were you watching the games that took place here?
No, I didn't watch track. I had no parts of track for the most of while I was out of the sport. Really didn't pay attention. It just didn't intrigue me, because the one time I did see it, my dad and I made a joke about it, and we ended up on a track because I always believed I was one of the best athletes in the world, but I just didn't know how to get here.
What does it mean to you that Grant won 3, that he didn't win, but then you carry the torch for the U.S.?
I mean, it's a great thing. A lot of us say that, hurdles goes through America, and this was, again, having to defend that, whether it was me, whether it was Jacoby. Thankfully, it's me. But, as long as another American was the one that took first, that's a big thing for us.
During COVID-19, you stopped doing track on the field. So why did not being able to do track on the field affect you so much?
In reality, it didn't really affect me. I didn't care about track at that point in time. I stepped away and left it all the way alone. It didn't make me no difference who won what race, who did what. I didn't care. I was too busy trying to find myself as a person and care about myself before I cared about anything else.
So you didn't want to do anything?
No.
Last year you missed out on the Olympic team, one of the deepest finals.
Damn, I just won.
No,
I'm playing.
So how do you overcome that? How do you rebound from that to become world champion this year?
I mean, last year was a up and down year the entire time. There was injuries, there was just things that you have to learn to be a professional. When I first went to Budapest, I was no fall training and was 6 months into track and field, and I was at Worlds that year. then when you get a full year, not realizing how long the year actually is, what type of training you need to do, what things you need to do. Me and my coach, it was our first time being pros. So it was a lot of things we had to learn. We took a long time in the off season to figure out what things we needed to add in, what things we needed to take out to get to this point that we're at now. And obviously we came out and ran very well this year. So everything that we put in, it really showed this year.
You said you had to find yourself. What did you find?
Happiness. So, sometimes you got to find your own self-love before you can love anything else.
How'd you feel about the race execution, and was there a point that you knew you won the gold?
I had to hold myself back from saying something crazy. No, I'm kidding. Honestly, it's just a matter of, I personally believe this. I believe I am one of the better finishers within track, or within the 110s. I think that that's the best part of my race, is finishing. But when I get out and I know I am next to people, there's certain people that are very, very, very good at getting out. But when I know I am around them, around hurdles 5 and 6, Orlando and I were neck and neck. And then I felt myself pulling away. And it was just a matter of keep everything clean, cross the line, you will win.
Are you thinking about LA?
No, I'm thinking about taking a break from track after this long season we've just had. So getting to the off season, and we'll figure out what's on the table to come soon. But thinking that far ahead will get you nowhere.
With the guy next to you going down, did you notice that? Or,
Dude, that's news to me. You just told me.
or just he fell back?
That has nothing to do with me. I'm focused on my 10 hurdles.
So we're very, very consistent this season. I think it's 7 sub-13s. Did that give you confidence going into the race tonight?
It's only 4. It was only 4 this season.
Only 4?
Absolutely.
I thought it was more than
1287, 1299, 1298, 1292.
Okay, I'm Italian. We always
That's
exaggerate.
it. 7. Ooh, I wish. But no, it was just a matter of coming out and continuing to show why I believe I'm the best hurdler in the world. Regardless of times, it was more of gathering the confidence and kind of entering hurdle flow state where, things are going well. There's no really rhyme or reason to how things are going, but I know things are going well. So to be able to come out, be consistent, and continue to show who I am as an athlete was the goal of the year.
Do you have any message for people who are struggling like Russ you did?
Find those that are close to you. Find, whether it's, I can't push my religion on people, but at the same time, find your own religion. Find something that makes you happy. Find people that make you happy. Find something solid. That's a big thing. Just having something that is consistently there for you, whether it's a person, whether it's a place. If it's going down by a lake and sitting there and just thinking, that's a great thing. But finding something like that to kind of balance yourself out is something that I believe everybody needs to do.
When you're running this 1287, does that feel different than the race today?
I'll be honest, for the most part, most of my races I don't feel anything. Kind of the gun goes off and I run and then the race is over. But today I think I was more aware of who was around me, where I was in the race, just because of the magnitude of the race. But normally I have to watch the race back to be like, oh, this happened, or oh, that happened. And even, there's certain things about this race that I have no clue. I know I got out well, I know I finished well, and I know I won.
Good job, man.
Thank you.